Okay, what I wanted to do, class, is just take you through a very quick tour of our course homepage and where do you find the most essential parts of the class. So first, when you get into the homepage, you're going to see information about me. So if you have to email or call me, you can do that. Here is just a video that explains who I am and a little bit of my background. Here you've got the bulletin board. This is going to be this image for about a week or two, and then after that we're just going to put the really most important information that we want to see right in the front of the class after. But right now it just says, before you really begin getting into the class, check your email, print out the course schedule, complete the acknowledgement form, and then you want to begin looking through the class, which would be the content, which I'll show you in just a minute. On the right hand side here, we've got our two different syllabi. You're going to be working on the 6-week class if you're a 6-week student, and then next week we're going to have a few 5-week students. So you're going to be downloading this one, print it out. That's the best way to view it in my opinion. The Student Success Site is an awesome tool for many students that need to really just that's your first place that you go to if you have any concerns, questions, anything that you need to know about Georgia Virtual. Here is our link to our synchronous sessions. So when we say there's a chat tonight, or when I say let's meet in the jigsaw room tonight, jigsaw or synchronous sessions or class chats, this is where you go. We meet on Mondays at 8, and on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. I have an open office hour. So if you just need to ask me anything, or if you need help with anything, we can do it at 2 p.m. on Wednesdays. And then you've got your news items here. So what do I do first? Just kind of go through your schedule. What I really wanted to remind students is that a lot of the weeks there is so much work because you are completing a whole year in just this short summer. You actually would have assignments on 2 pages of the PDF document. So you need to make sure that you view both pages. This is one of the pages and this is another page, and they both are over week 1. And you'll see that downward pointing arrow, that's the end of one page and then the start of the next page. So again, make sure you really do your, like I said, print it out. That's the easiest way to view it, because then you can lay those 2 pages on top of each other and kind of follow the calendar week by week. All right, so the 2 links on the top that you're going to be using on a daily basis are the course materials, which you're going to click on content, and this is pretty much like our textbook in the class. All of the information is here. So here are our module names. For example, right now we're going to be working on Repaso de Español 1. And then you're going to work through each page here. In parentheses on your schedule, you're going to see which page you're working on. So let me show you really quickly what I mean by that. Today you're working on Module 1, Repaso de Español 1, and I show you to work on page 1 through 2 for the introduction. Go to page 3 to review the alphabet. Go to page 4 to review numbers, and then it continues on to the next page. Go to page 5 to review the use of accent marks. Page 6, page 7, page 8, so on. So that means that today, on Monday, you're going to be working through pages 1 through 8 in the content. And there are no assignments in this portion. This is just some review of Spanish 1. So the next items is, where do I find my assignments? There are 3 places you will go for assignments. The quizzes category has all of your quizzes and tests right here. You're going to click on them to attempt the quiz. You can only open a quiz one time, so once you open it, you must take that quiz or test in that sitting. If you do not, you will not be able to access it the next time you attempt to open it. So that's our quizzes and tests. This is your grade book, so any grades that you receive, you can click on here to see how you did. The Dropbox is where you will submit all of your assignments. If you have to upload anything, it will go here. You're going to click on the assignment you want to submit. You're going to add a file. If it requires audio, you can record audio here, and then you will submit. And lastly, our discussions. That's another assignment that we have in this class. The first few things are just some guidelines and some ideas for best practices. All discussions require 3 entries. So the first few items here are just reminders for you. Then you get into the actual discussions. So here is your introduction discussion where you can introduce yourself in English. The next one is your country discussion. After that, you've got the family and professions, La familia y las profesiones, which is the next chapter. So just remember that every discussion requires 3 posts. You will need to write your initial discussion, and then you will have to reply to 2 students. So again, this is just a quick intro into our class. Please don't hesitate to let me know. Contact me here if you have any questions. Gracias, clase.